On this wonderful journey of learning Spanish, and I'm saying wonderful, but there's been some dark days.
I'm gonna stay quiet. I'm gonna stay quiet
Yeah.
because if I say something, one of these days it's gonna cost us our marriage. Because you're too stubborn.
I'm not
here,
stubborn.
And then you say I'm a bad teacher, but I'm here trying to help you and teach you things.
I don't think
And then you just deny them.
You see, I want to get in. This is why I wanted to do this video, because this is the problem for Americans. This is something specific, and I'm gonna give you 3 reasons. 3 reasons why Spanish is hard to learn, especially in Spain, for Americans. And I
I
probably
already disagree, but go ahead. Convince me if you can.
probably should start talking Spanish in the videos to kind of like practice my Spanish. No?
Maybe that could be something that helps you.
Sí,
Practicing.
Cuando viví en español, en Estados Unidos,
Sí.
y primero es que ¿cómo es la palabra para taught?
Enseñar.
Enseñar.
Sí.
To show?
Enseñar es to teach.
Enseñar is to teach?
Sí,
I thought
so
that's
in
like
the
you
past-
show. I thought that was to show.
También.
Vale, pero en Estados Unidos, en el colegio, nosotros aprendemos Puerto Rican Spanish.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Sí, no, pero las palabras es diferente de España. Palabras.
Sí, pero eso puede pasar también si aprendes, si naces en Murcia y vas al colegio a Murcia, luego vas a Salamanca y no se usan las mismas palabras, pero es español.
Sí, pero but Puerto Rican Spanish is different than Spanish in Spain. It feels different. It's spoken differently.
It's pronounced different.
It's pronounced differently. Mm-hmm. I mean, carro, coche, y guagua, autobús, o mi favorito, computadora. Computadora es más mejor que ordenador.
No se dice más mejor, se dice mejor.
Mejor. I'll get to that point later. Pero mejor que ordenador.
No, porque es donde tú ordenas tus archivos.
No. Ordenador sounds like I'm ordering something very fancy.
No,
or like
organize. Ordenar is to organize.
Ordenador is to organize?
Sí.
But what I'm trying to say is that it sounds like it's something that you order that's very fancy or unique. Oh, what's this? Oh,
Mi
sí.
ordenador.
Ordenador. Computador is fácil. It's right there. It's in your face. It's not.
From English, but who says that we all know English?
You know, computers and laptops in other languages is very close to computadora and not ordenador.
Go on. So, en el colegio aprendéis.
See, the thing is that we're taught a very specific way of Spanish.
Puerto Rico, despite what many think in the world, right? Puerto Rico belongs to the U.S. Mm-hmm. It's an annexo, an annex territory of the U.S. So it makes sense that if you learn Spanish, you learn it from there because it's the closest territory in your...
Yeah, in our vicinity.
Yeah.
Outside of Mexico.
Yeah, so it makes sense. Yeah, but Mexico doesn't belong to the U.S.
No.
So.
But I agree, but that's the thing. We're learning that. Mm-hmm. And then we also have to pick up what people are actually saying in the country in Spanish. Mm-hmm. And that does not come even close to how, I mean, you got the basics, ¿cómo estás? But even so, ¿cómo estás is normal en Estados Unidos, pero en España, ¿qué tal?
Let me ask you something, because it does happen to us too, right? In private academies, like the one downstairs, mm-hmm. when you go to these academies, usually in Spain, we learn British
English.
Yeah. In my case, when I went to the US, it was a little bit shocking because of the accent, because of the pronunciation, like, for example, water. You know, like these kind of things that were hard for me to like get my ear accustomed to it. So is that what happens? Like, is that the similarity?
It's very close to that, because there are times you speak English. You're fluent in English.
Pero ahora, after all these years.
Pero you're fluent in English, okay?
Sí.
Can you understand British people clearly?
Clearly is the key component. I can understand them.
Can you? Because you struggle and you make me translate them.
Yes, we have friends. We have really good friends that when we're talking on the phone, they're British. And when we're talking on the phone, sometimes I have to hit you to tell you, like,
what do they say?
You answer, because I don't know what they say. But if I'm in one-on-one, yes, I can understand them. But over the phone or like in video,
In
or we're
groups.
watching a movie that they have British or Scottish accent or Australian, New Zealand accent, it's true that sometimes I'm like, put the subtitles, please.
Porque es
'cause I
diferente
get-
de accent
Sí,
y también las palabras.
sí, suenan diferente.
Entonces, in Estados Unidos, you have people that do the Spanglish thing, you know?
Yeah.
We have that, so we mix in, the Spanish and the English, and those are words that also get added to what we learn thinking it's okay.
You know where we have to go or what you have to experience?
Ah.
People from Gibraltar talking to you.
¿Por
Or
qué?
for us to go to Gibraltar.
¿Por qué?
Because they have the Spanglish. So you hear people speaking with like strong, almost like Andalusian accent,
Okay.
but fully mixed with English. So it's kind of like listening to a Puerto Rican talking, but with an Andalusian accent. It's really funny.
Okay. That sounds
Not
interesting.
funny. I think it's very interesting.
Okay.
Like I love listening because I understand both languages. So and then when they speak English, they have a British accent.
That is crazy.
So it is quite crazy.
You piqued my interest to
Yeah.
speak Spanish, mix it in with English, but also have a British accent.
Yeah.
I am curious about this.
Yeah,
one.
that's-
Now I'm going to look it up on YouTube and see if I can find someone speaking like that. El segundo, mi problema es que yo pienso en inglés.
Eso está muy mal.
Pero es muy difícil. Porque,
Ya, pero está muy
porque nuestras frases, nosotros construíamos y diferente que español.
Sí, por ejemplo hoy, ¿no? Hoy vamos paseando los perros esta mañana
Sí.
y hemos visto un perro de lejos, pero yo estoy un poco ciega.
Sí.
Y te he preguntado, does he have a muzzle? ¿Tiene un bozal?
Sí.
And you wanted to answer in Spanish.
Pero yo en inglés yo digo he does.
So you wanted to say in Spanish, él lo hace.
Él lo hace o él lo hecho y qué.
Yeah, so I thought that you were talking about something different, like you had jumped to another conversation. So I asked you, it depends on the context. Like, what are you trying to answer to? And you're like, you just asked me a question. I'm just trying to answer you. Yeah, you can think like that. But the key thing is that we don't have an auxiliary verb as do, does, and so on. So you just gotta go by the verb. So, ¿tiene bozal? Sí, lo tiene.
Pero
so the verb is tener.
Es no solo eso, porque
no, ya.
Porque y todo en español, tú ¿cómo dices approach? Madre mía.
Lo tomas o...
Sí, pero es diferente cuando diciendo frases en español y inglés, porque en inglés es yo creo que es más fácil, pero en español, it takes up so much time to think like that, to try to change almost 40 years of thinking in English.
Yeah, I think that any language that you learn when you're an adult is a difficult task.
And it's not that Spanish is just it's this way. It's just that both of us approach sentences differently. Where we think of a simple way to say it, and it goes vice versa. Like sometimes in Spanish is a very simple way to say something, or a very roundabout way to say something. And in English, it's the same way. We have majority of times a very roundabout way of saying something.
Yeah.
Like in English, I would say, "Oh, I would really like to go to this concert."
Yeah, again, you have an auxiliary there, which is the would, which we don't have. We just add dia to the verb. So I get it. Like it's.
And that's the thing.
But the important thing is that you stop thinking in English, and the only way to do that is to expose yourself over and over. And I know you're an adult. Sometimes it's shameful to like make mistakes or to whatever, but there is no way around that.
No, I don't. It's not that I care about making mistakes. It's just that it's remembering those things.
Yeah.
Because that's the process my brain goes through. Like I take the time to just like, okay, I know they don't say it this way, but now how do they say it? And I still got to start piecing the things together, and having those auxiliary verbs to kind of help with the sentence makes it easy. So then I start looking for that in Spanish. I'm like, okay, how can I get to this point in Spanish? And you don't have it. Oh, because in English is, muy rico, porque ya
no, en inglés no es rico para nada.
But
you know why I'm smiling? Because I remember one of the times that I went to the U.S., you guys had the commercials of Get Milk.
Yes.
So I couldn't understand got milk.
Why?
So for Spanish people, like you will like walk in the city and they will have big signs, and in the buses, in the train station, in the metro, and they would just say got milk and a glass of milk, or somebody with the bigotes of the milk.
Sí.
And that was it. I'm like, what are they trying to say? Like, got milk? I'm like, are they checking that people have breakfast in the morning? Like, it was really confusing for me. I couldn't get it. And the day that I got it, I was so proud of myself.
Why was that hard? It's simple.
Because if you don't have a context, and if you don't watch TV and know where it's coming from and the problem that you guys have with drinking milk, you don't.
We don't have a problem with drinking milk. What do you mean?
Well, the whole commercial thing is because to reinforce the consumption of milk in the US.
Oh my gosh.
So that's one thing. Usually when you learn English, you're taught to say, do you have? And have is to, have.
Sí.
So when you read something saying got milk,
it just
are
throws
they
you
asking if they had milk, or if they have milk, or if they're going to get milk, or if they hold them? Like, it was very confusing.
Yo entiendo, pero no puedes, ¿cómo dices? Like argue or complain. Madre mía, do I need to give you a Spanish lessons?
Complain, quejarse. Yeah. Madre mía. Bilingual.
Porque en español, mucha gente
se queja.
come las palabras, come letras.
Sí, las letras. Sí. Yo no estoy diciendo. No, I'm just saying I understand what you're saying, because I'm thinking about that moment in my life and said, oh my God. Or, when you use your idioms and your short ways of saying things, when you get them as a foreigner, it's like you feeling so much satisfaction, like you're so proud of yourself, because you're like, I know that.
Sí, cuando oigo, right? Because oye is, L comes out of nowhere. Oigo. Las frases o las palabras en sí. Ooh, I know, I heard that. Yeah, okay, good, no? My third problem, and I know this is a very unpopular opinion.
Abrimos el melón.
But you guys are too nice. You're too nice. Spaniards are too nice.
So you want us to kick you in the butt outside?
No, it's not that. It's not that it's a problem with being too nice, but it doesn't help my Spanish, because I noticed.
I would think the otherwise, because we're so patient and we're so happy.
It's good. It's good that you're nice, but here's the thing. Right now, like as I'm speaking, you have been correcting me in my Spanish, right? But when I'm outside, cuando estaba afuera, nadie correct me.
Me corrige.
Me corrige porque ellos es muy graciosa o no graciosa. Agradable. No? Agradecidos.
They're thankful?
No, what's the word? Simpática.
Son muy simpáticos.
Sí.
I thought that you were saying that
they're
very thankful.
No, they're very nice. Yeah. Everyone is very nice, but the problem with that is, being that most people can guess what I'm saying or understand what I'm saying, even when I mess up a conjugation or anything, they just let me keep going. They don't correct me. And granted, that's good, like, because you understand, and I've done it too when people are speaking English. I don't correct them right away. I let them finish what they're saying, and then I might tell them, oh, this is how you can say it a little bit better. But I don't get that. They just let me keep going.
Well, because, there is a tendency that people that come from certain countries, like United States or, other countries, they don't want to learn the language. And they come here and they live here in certain areas, and they create ghettos with people of their country. So, like, for example, down in the South.
What do you mean they create ghettos?
So down in the South, not ghettos with the connotation of like a bad neighborhood, but they create some sort of segregation. Like, you go down to the South and you see towns where everything is in German. Supermarkets, restaurants, and they're in Spain. But they've been here for 20, 30 years because they started coming for vacation, and then they bought a home and stay here or whatever. And these people never learn Spanish. And the same thing happens with some British people. And I'm not saying everybody, but it does exist. We have areas in Spain where you don't see Spanish around. And to see somebody that is learning the language, that is making the effort, you're making mistakes. Listen, I take it. Like, we're so thankful that you're doing that you're making the effort, that, because you don't work in a Spanish company, right? You're an autonomo, and you have me. So, like, if you would want to find excuses, you'll find excuses not to learn Spanish. So if you're gonna make a mistake, one, people's gonna think that it's funny or cute, and they're gonna laugh with you or whatever,
or laugh at me,
or at you, but in a good way. Or they're just gonna be so thankful that they're like, okay, like whatever. However, some people correct you, even in the comment section. They're like, you didn't say this. You said you're supposed to.
Yeah,
say
but
that.
It's easy to correct me in there, but some people won't correct me to my face. Like en el Pipican, afuera, nuestros amigos, they don't correct me.
They're practicing English.
They're practicing English. Bueno, porque en Estados Unidos.
En Estados Unidos.
Es muy difícil.
Te mandan a freír espárragos en Estados Unidos.
¿Te mandan qué?
Te mandan
sí.
a freír espárragos.
To go eat
fried asparagus.
Yes. See, that's the thing, though. In the U.S., we aren't that patient with people. Like, they'll just not care, and then they'll mimic you, or they will criticize. Like, oh, you don't speak English? Oh, it's not.
Can you say it in English? And you're like.
It's not McDonald's, it's McDonald's. They'll correct you like that.
Or they walk
an
away.
Attitude.
That was my least favorite.
No, I think that's the French.
I never had a problem with French people.
I've seen it. And I've seen it when we was in Paris last time.
But they never had a problem with me. They were super nice all the time.
They were super nice with you, yeah. But I'm talking about for other people that I've seen the issues happen. No. Yeah. But, I mean.
And I don't speak French fluently. I just.
Stop it.
I don't.
Your French is better than both my Spanish and my English.
I disagree.
I'm sure you will. That's how I feel.
100%.
I really appreciate how nice everybody is. They're very welcoming in the language, but I don't want to hold on to bad behaviors.
So you want to be corrected?
I would like to be corrected. I don't mind.
So if you talk to him in the street and he says something, correct him.
Yeah. Just say, oh, well, you say it like this, because I, need to work on my pronunciation. Like, I want to make sure I say the words the right way. I want to make sure that I don't butcher the language, because...
Yes, please don't. I do think that there is actually a problem that you're not talking about. And it's not necessarily about pronunciation, but it's attached to the pronunciation, which is the interiorize of the pronunciation that you guys have. So you don't pronounce as you write.
No, we don't.
But we do. We're a language, Spanish and most languages, you pronounce how you write it. Correct?
True. Yeah.
So because you don't do it, when you pronounce words in Spanish, you add sounds to letters that we don't have.
Well, I mean, that's what we do. We take the sounds that you put to it, and then we add the sounds that we're accustomed with the letters.
And I think that that's one of the biggest problems.
Yeah, but I feel like that part there can change. But also, you got to remember, we've spent years of Spanish in the U.S., so we're not doing it for stuff.
No, but
like
I'm not
that.
talking about those
I
kind
know,
of
you're talking about like the letters
talking
itself.
Like if you see an I, you go ahead and pronounce it like an I.
Yeah.
So, for example, the verb decir, you many times say dicer because you see the E.
That's not why I say it. It's because Spanish is confusing. Like, I get stuck with perder. Those two, I stay confused with those two. Because I never know which is which.
You have the tendency that when you see an E, you say E instead of saying A.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like, and that, because that can change the word completely.
Completely. Yo sé, pero. ¿Qué es hablando? No hablando. You're speaking of 40 years of looking at letters a specific way.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying that's one of the problems. But anyway, are you ready for explain it to me?
Please do.
Because it does have to do with the learning.
Oh, does it? Please, go ahead.
Para aprender, es menester padecer.
What is menester?
Now, menester is an old word. We don't usually use it these days. Problem. It's more like, but in Murcia, they use a lot, like the word menester. But menester is like to be in need of, or to have to, or like.
Okay.
Okay. So to learn, para aprender, es menester is needed. Padecer. Padecer is to suffer.
So to learn, you need to suffer. Is this like the equivalent of no pain, no gain?
Kind of, sort of,
Okay,
yeah.
I can
Para
understand that
aprender
way.
es menester padecer. And if you see, it's always the rhyme, right?
I just want to ask a question then.
Yes.
I know this might be bad to ask, but then if pain, if suffering is how you learn, is that why like the church thing you guys just hit the back with that whip thing?
Is that how you want to go?
I was just asking a question. I just seen it.
I'm going to take you during Holy Week this
I am
upcoming
not
year
going to go see
to one
that.
of the
I
most
am not going to go see
visually impactful Semana Santas in Spain.
I was already visually impacted. I don't need to be impacted any further. I appreciate it. Everyone has their religion. I respect everybody's religion and their practices of it, as long as it doesn't hurt nobody else. But that was crazy.
You're the one bringing it up.
No, that was just crazy.
You were the
I'm asking because if this is a frases now, I understand like these things are a part of the culture. These things are put together. I never know how they connect.
Yeah, because we suffer so much in Spain.
To some people, you do. Okay, okay. I've seen the taxes here.
Paso palabra.